yet. I have Tracy.
Yeah. Hi.
That's got everybody good. And then Josh is jumping on in a second. So, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Amazing. How are you?
I'm crazed. I'm absolutely like out of my head crazed because one of the biggest issues that we've got going on right now is that we're definitely going to sell SpinGyms, and that's a no-brainer. I'm going to walk you through the vision for that. But when I told them that I wanted to be carried on by 4 strapping guys in one of those Cleopatra kind of things, they had a little bit of a fit yesterday, and I'm like, figure it out for me, please.
Nice.
I know, right? Well, the whole thing here is, you know what's great about this group of people? I don't know what you know about 10X, and I advise you guys to all look at 10X. You might want to look at Grant Cardone and Jesse and Luke. I don't know if you follow Grant or who he is.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a phenomenal entrepreneur. He's a good friend. The people in that room are a tribe of people. You know, I've been talking to some of my friends about things that I do, and they were like, oh, well, is there a sales table? Is there this? There's that? I'm like, no, you don't understand. Those people are in that room because they believe everything that Grant talks about. We are a family, and one of the most important things to understand is that you are part of my team. We are part of their team. We're not separate. We're not like a vendor. As far as anybody knows, we are part of Team 10X Fitness, okay? So one of the most important things, like I said, I've got these great red shirts coming, my compression sexy shirts for my men, my whatever shirt for my women, and I'm going to send you guys a contract. It is about being friendly, being open. People are going to want to take pictures with you guys. Now, Mary, I got a couple of things to show you. So to that end, I have, remember, I've never done this before either, so a lot of this is in my head. I don't know what Chuck has communicated with you so far. If you live in Vegas, that's cool. If you don't, I have a mansion that I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for, staying from the 19th to the 26th. Hey, by the way, Chuck, I don't see Luke on here. Luke from London.
Oh.
I have communicated with him, and he knows the time. So I'm not sure what else other
That's
than,
okay.
yeah.
That's okay. So Luke is flying all the way from London. He's part of my team, SpinGym. He's been part of the team for about 8 years now. He is also a personal chef. He's like a shredded, crazy, amazing, great guy. Good team member. And I do want us to act as a team. So here's the dates. A couple of important things. I'm just going to reiterate this. I am actually in town that weekend, but we get to the house on the 19th. On the 20th, and hopefully you guys have set aside a couple of hours for me, it's going to be training day. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't know the business. I mean, I know that Heather and Daryl are in business. Jesse and Luke, I know you guys are fitness guys. Tracy's fitness, Tatiana. I've been in fitness business my whole life. I've made a lot of money selling fitness. And so I thought I would do a little bit of a mastermind about what my company is about, what you guys are about, and how to 10X that, and how to get in this team mentality to really feel like we function as a team. You know what's crazy about this is this event is going to come and go in a flash. If I do this right, we could probably gross $1 million to $2 million in 2 or 3 days. Wow, that's a little bigger than just selling SpinGyms. By the way, does everybody have a SpinGym? Tracy, you have a SpinGym because you've trained with me. Jesse, do you have a SpinGym?
Not yet. I tried ordering one from 2 sites, and it was recognizing me as being in Canada, and it wouldn't let me put in my zip code because it was only accepting Canadian zip codes.
Where do you live? Okay, what did you go to my site, just spingym.com?
Both the links that I went to, I was assuming was your sites because it's the SpinGym website, but it was asking for a Canadian province, and every time I tried to put in my zip code, it wouldn't accept it. So
that is so weird. Jesse, what is your phone number?
What's that?
What's your phone number?
307 371 7122.
All right, so Mary from my office is going to call you and get you set up because you need to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. But you live in Vegas, don't you?
Yes.
Joshua? Okay, let me give you Joshua's phone number. I don't know how big Las Vegas is, but he lives near you and he has product. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so Joshua's phone number, ready?
1 second.
Tatiana, do you have a SpinGym?
I do not. I need one too.
Okay, Tatiana, I want you. So Chuck, I need you to get everybody and make sure everyone's got a SpinGym, please. So Jesse, you're going to call Mr. Joshua Self, the guy in maroon up there eating his breakfast. He's in competition mode, so he eats all the time.
Can you leave? Can whoever needs a SpinGym, if you can just write in the chat that you still need a SpinGym, and then that way I can make sure that I connect.
All right. So for Jesse, Joshua's number is 702
702
728
728.
9252. You guys have to rendezvous today. He leaves tomorrow.
Awesome.
So would you text him right now and find a way to rendezvous with him today?
I will. I'm on the call on my phone, so I'll.
I don't know how to do this.
All right. So Heather, I know you got one. I know Daryl. Daryl, have you been using your SpinGym?
Yeah, they won't be able to hear you. You won't be able to see anything.
They heard me. She heard me.
I'm teaching him. Yes, he has. He's used it. He knows how to use it. He's gonna be a badass.
All right. I need him to be a badass. Luke, do you have a SpinGym?
I do not. I can order one today. I sent Chuck a message.
No, hang on a second. You live in Vegas, right?
No, I'm in San Diego.
You're in San Diego. Okay, yes. Then we need to get one for you. What is your phone number?
309 235 5450.
Okay. Actually, here's what you guys are going to do when you hang up. So for Luke and Jesse, here's what I need you both to do. Call my office, 727.
All right.
727-954.
All right.
7071.
Got it.
That is my office. Call Mary. Jesse, I still think you can rendezvous with Joshua and get one. But if you need one, you're going to call Mary as soon as we hang up, and let's get you one and get you started doing this, okay? Because it's a bit of an acquired taste. Tatiana, same thing. Are you in a position where you can put that down?
Dang, I'm driving. I just pulled over. Hold on.
No, that's okay. Chuck, just get it to, we haven't got all your information. We just got to get organized. So Chuck, get this to Tatiana. Let's get her a SpinGym.
Hey, Forbes.
Yes.
Quick, I have a flight scheduled to come in on the 20th. Do I need to rebook that to the 19th?
If you could, it would help. And I'll tell you why. What time are you coming in on the 20th?
I think like 8:30 in the morning.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm not going to start till 10 anyway.
Okay. Well, let me. All right.
All right. So who do I hear who's talking? Okay. So here's the deal. I will start at 10. We're all in a mansion. So got a cute lazy river, so make sure you bring your swimsuit. So we will, and obviously since Tatiana's flying in and Tracy, you guys are mine. I'm not going to let you go. That day we will have great catered food. We will be taken very good care of. We'll get into the same mindset. SpinGym is a definite, the way I do it is very specific, and I like it done a specific way. And I've been selling SpinGyms, literally takes 90 seconds to sell a SpinGym. So I'm assuming that people are going to connect with you guys, want to take photos with you guys. The other thing that you'll be selling, can you ask Mary? So number one, we've got these really cool and groovy messenger bags. Model a messenger bag, check this out. Okay, so this is the concept I have. See this little bag? This bag will hold about 15 SpinGyms and a whole lot of messenger cards on really cool holders. These little steel cards, hang on one second. You got one, Mary? These will sell for about $25 a piece. My SpinGym package. So SpinGym kind of comes in a thing like this. People will either be paying cash or credit card or on their phone. That'll be $40. These will be 25 or 5 for 100. They'll all be in your messenger bag. So we are working on a system whereby you'll check out a bag, you'll have it, you'll be able to walk around. This is a stadium. You got to make sure you go to 10xgrowthcon.com. You want to see the size and scope of this stadium. So right now what I'm trying very hard to do is to get, I imagined I could get you guys to be in the stadium, all wearing these bright red shirts and cute hats, while I'm talking, to hand out SpinGyms, to take orders, however we're going to do it. If we can't get you into the stadium because they're being kind of fickle about some of this, we'll be on the outside. We'll open to concerts. You know how you're outside the door? But the cool thing is there's a lot of us. I would imagine, given what we're going to do, you're going to be bombarded all day. It will be an ongoing conversation. People love me. They love what I'm doing. So the permission card, which is so cool and groovy, actually comes like this. It comes stuck like this. It's got another side to it. It will be in an envelope, and I think it will be a very, very popular item for people at this conference. I don't know, first time doing this. So you'll have both of those. This is, that's a little graphic of it. Look how cute I look. Not so cute, cute. I look great. Let me tell you something, this has been insanely stressful. So I just made this. This will be actually in everybody's bag. And again, we'll talk about all this on the 20th so you feel so insanely comfortable. But what are we talking about here? You know, we do talk about permission. This is first time I'm seeing this right now. So there is, there is SpinGym. I designed all this. That's what I spent the last 4 days doing. What you can get the app. There's online training. I would love to show you guys and walk through the online training. It's a beautiful program. Then we have tickets to my event, which I'd love to invite you guys to. Then we've got some serious membership things. And why is this page important to you? Guys, see that? Whoa. That's money. And I'm going to show you how you guys can make a whole lot of money. There's permission. So I imagine the more people who buy SpinGyms and read this, the more conversations you're going to have about this. So the structure of the sale at the moment is every SpinGym that you personally sell from your bag, you're going to get $5. Now remember, they sell for $40. I have to give Grant 50% of my sale, and they cost me $10 about to get there and ship. The shipping alone right now is $5,600. I'm going to have 5,000 of these. Well, that leaves me $3. So you're technically making more money per SpinGym than I am. But that's okay. I want you to move SpinGyms. The second thing, though, and you also permission cards is another $5 that you can get. So in your bag, you have, you should be able to sell. And again, you don't have to sell them. This is the crazy thing, and this is why I really want to get you guys on the 20th, get you trained. Handing them out, kind of like hot dog, you don't have to sell a hot dog. You don't say, wow, my hot dog's better than a bratwurst. Fuck it. You want a hot dog? Here's a hot dog. Here's my $40, here's the hot dog. That's what I want SpinGym to be. Hello? Okay, I'm here at the studio online with a whole bunch of people. But I will say that throughout the day, the thing that is kind of important at some point will be how you use this thing. People will get this thing out of the bag, and this is where I want you to be trained and patient and loving with these people. Because you get SpinGym out of a bag, you wanted this thing to work so badly, and it doesn't do shit. You're like, it doesn't do anything. Well, that is where I show you how, if you're in a crowd, you take it, you wind it up, not near your face, and you start doing it. And when you do this, they feel it literally in 10 seconds. Oh my God, that's amazing. There are poses when you go to take a picture with somebody. Really simple. You stop your SpinGym. You hold it like this. Your bicep looks gorgeous, and you just keep it up in the middle like that. You do that, that's the picture, in and out. So I'm going to show you guys how you can maximize people. Bam, it is on your time schedule. We're going to show them and move on. I'm also going to have a couple of photographers. The whole thing is, how do we take the photos? How do we do some live stream? Do I assign you somebody to walk around to always get video with you? So how to maximize all of those things while you're doing it. So it's $5 a SpinGym. If you've got 20 SpinGyms in your bag, I'm going to assume you can get rid of them in a half hour, 10 minutes, who knows? Somebody walks up like, I want your whole bag of SpinGyms. That's great, that's a sale. I have a point person. We have one table. We have one little 6-foot table that is my sales table. Now here's the crazy thing. So $5 a SpinGym, if you sold, I don't know, 500 during the trip, that's kind of nice. Permission cards, that's kind of nice. But how do you make some big money? And this is where I'm excited. At the back table, when I'm finished with my speech, I'm going to be selling that item. See that? That's for $997. What I've decided to do is I want you guys part of this whole team. Well, if you're not part of the whole big sale, you have no incentive to go and drive people to my table, right? Okay. So what if I took 10% of the net sales? Again, there's a fair amount of cost to this. But the sales that we'll do at the back table, which could be, let's just say it's $500,000. Does that sound good? That means that $500, I had to sell how many? I had to sell 1,000 of them. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. That means I'm going to take minus whatever expenses, but let's say it ends up being 500,000. If I take 10% of that, that's $50,000, and I split it among you guys, does that seem pretty fair? Does that make you want to drive people to that table?
Sure.
Yes, yeah. It makes you want to get in that conversation, going, man, you need to be in her course. This girl's amazing. She's inspiring. A $40 SpinGym will only get you so much. You want to get to her 3-day. That's where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. And this way, it doesn't matter whether you're closing them there or you're closing them sitting to the table. We're all a team. And I think that because 50% of that stuff also goes to Grant. So again, the more we sell, the better. And then I thought I got kind of a crazy incentive McKenna came up with. It said, what if of all of you guys, the one that actually sells the most SpinGyms, and those will be very well tracked, gets another bonus? I said, well, that makes it good. That makes it competitive. And I've got a whole bunch of seriously competitive athletes. So I'm going to say yes. One of you will walk away with a kind of a hefty bonus. I look, Daryl's going, fuck, it's already mine. I can just see his face.
Yeah, he is.
But I will tell you, so that means the first night, which is our big day, when we all strategize, whether we strategize, at lunch or after the event is over, how do we make even day 2 and day 3? Let me tell you something. I speak, and I fought for this. They were going to put me on day 2, and I said, no, you're not. I'm back on day 1. I'm the only female on day 1. So the next question is taking pictures. When I'm at an event, everybody wants to take a photo with me. Well, last time I did an event with 600 people, I had a 3.5-hour waiting line of people to take photos with me. I ended up leaving in a wheelchair because I was in high heels for so long, my back was killing me. So how do we do that? Well, one of the thoughts is that if you want to take a picture with Forbes, you got to buy her, at least you got to buy a SpinGym, at the very least. But if you buy the program, and this is where I'm thinking, and again, I'm open for a lot of conversation here. From the stage, I'm going to say, you know what, guys? The program is $9.97. It's a 3-day program, and here's what I'm going to do. For the first 200 of you that actually text or sign up or end up back there, I will, once you bought the program, also include a photo. That's the only way you can get a photo with me the entire time that I'm there. Because everyone was like, can I take a picture? No, you can't. You got to get in line. You got to have a product. You got to be ready to have something that's mine. Because I just don't have the time to waste. There's too many of you. So we're kind of working on all those strategies. Then beyond that, if you actually get into a conversation with somebody, you want to make some serious money, you want to look at this. And this is where Lydia is amazing. See that? So that is a coaching program. I have a coaching program, and I'll give you the other side if you're taking pictures. I love Heather's very smart. This is why she's one of my students, one of my rock stars. We have a program for $5,000. I have a membership for $25,000, and I've got one for $80,000. I only have to sell 1 or 2 of the $80,000, and how set am I? Do you think in a room of 80 people that somebody's going to go, man, I want to study with that chick? I will tell you, if you think this big, it's 50 Zoom calls, it's 3 masterminds, it's 10 strategy calls, it's a one-on-one with me. It's a very worthwhile package. There are people in that room who
that room can pay for it.
No, that room can more than pay for it. That room wants to pay for it.
That room wants to pay for it.
If I said to you guys, look, you're an entire stadium. There's some people sitting on the floor down here. They paid a lot more than you. They're worth it. What are you doing sitting back up there? And none of you are up on stage where I am. What does it take to get from there? And by the way, next year, if you're still up there, shame on you. You want to move down your seat, you want to get up on the stage, you want to do this. You want to talk to the chick who's grossed $2.5 billion. You want to talk to the chick who's got all these amazing cover fitness models and really broke the code on health, fitness, happiness, and wealth. Put them all together, bam, you have got a rock star combination. So that's kind of it. So 20th is us training. Now on the 21st, I have access to a mansion party, and I've been asked to speak. I'm part of a whole crew of 18-year-old boys. Don't you just love that I have 18-year-old boys, huge fans. I'm writing a book with these guys called As Seen on YouTube. The average age is about 19, and they love me. So I'm going to speak on that day. I'd love to bring you guys to the mansion party. What a great way to start our whole trip. They're also very willing to buy everything that we've got. And then the morning of the 22nd, it's showtime. Okay. Now, a couple of things that we need to do also on the 20th is I'm going to need your help. We have some physical construction to do. A little bit of a production line, but these little cards need to be stuck on this little thing. There's 3 little glue dots. So we have a little bit of a production line to do that. And these are also going to have to be stuck inside our SpinGym thing. I've got 5,000 of these. So while we're learning, we're also stuffing. That's a technical word. Okay, I do have shirts and hats for you guys. I need you guys in, my girls can be either in tiny black shorts, capris, or leggings. It's a long day. You guys will be the only happy people in tennis shoes and fitness shoes. For my guys, you can wear board shorts. You can wear long fitness pants. I want you to look clean, sexy. These are all these are all business professionals. None of them look like you guys. It's not a fitness convention. So you'll be the most obvious things there. You're wearing compression shirts for my guys. Lots of muscles going on. My girls look incredibly sexy. I've got the hottest, sexy group of girls. Very aspirational. Does anyone have questions?
Yeah, I think so.
So what's the permission card? That's the one thing I didn't quite catch.
Okay, so I have to teach that I do about the reason that you're not successful in life is you haven't understood that you don't need to ask for permission. It gets very emotional. The card says, if I grant you permission to. And we discovered that people need permission to lose weight. They need permission to leave a toxic relationship. They need permission. I will actually ask the audience, what do you want permission to do? I want permission to be a millionaire. And then I will ask them, exactly why are you telling me this? The truth, you give up your permission so easily. What if I sold you and gave you a card? This is because I've had this my whole life. I've never asked for permission. I've led the most outrageous life because, anyway, that's the story, is that I've had this. You can give it away. A card never expires. It's replaceable, transferable, and can be used at any time. My goal is that you get this for your offices. You empower people around you. You guys are lucky enough to be in this room. But how many people have you touched who are sitting at home who are not moving forward, who are not living their life to the fullest? You take this and a little bit of your personal story. You can change somebody's life. And you all tell me that's what you want. I'm going to give you permission to do that. And that's what this does.
Cool. Now that's a sale thing? That's for sale?
This actually, as a card, sells for $25. You're going to have a whole stack of them in your bag. Somebody wants 5 of them, it's $100. You want more, it's cheaper. Now, what you're going to have, hopefully, we're working on it, is you will have either an app open on your phone where you can make a sale right there, a swiper. There's a whole lot of conversation right now about the best way to do this. So you could take somebody's credit card. They can go to my app and buy it right there and show you a code going, hey, I bought this. And all you want to do is then take a picture of it. You know, in this little messenger bag is a place for your phone. Your phone needs a charger. Everybody needs an external battery charger. And that's like a super, super important thing here, because running out of service and plugging in is going to be at a premium for everybody in that entire arena. They're going to try and find outlets.
Yeah.
I will have a whole bunch of battery chargers because, again, you want to take photos. You know, I'm hoping. Now, here's one of the big issues. None of the other speakers are doing this. None of the other speakers are going to this much trouble to get this organized, to make these kind of sales and this kind of engagement. We're very, very unique. And so they've offered me 8 passes total. Well, I had 8 passes right here with you guys. It's very challenging to, so I'm not sure if it's a combination of swapping badges or make it a rule that none of my 10X people wear the badge at all, so it takes away from the photo. I don't know what we're going to do. But yeah, a very interesting, challenging experiment, because they're only willing to work with me so much. They're giving me freedom. No one's saying I can't do this. But they don't truly understand to the extent and the maniacalness of what it takes to be in there that I'm doing this.
I'm fair.
I am. I mean, I'm actually fucking maniacal about this because, I mean, all the trouble that we've got, first to speak. Now, the difference is a lot of the speakers here own multi-million dollar businesses or billion-dollar businesses. I don't. And so they don't have to work this hard. But I think I'm also the only woman who's doing this. I think there's something that sets apart when you see the work ethic and the level of excellence with which we behave and how we function. No one else is leaving the convention. They'll leave with somebody's book. Here, a lot of people, here's Grant's book. Here's one of Grant's books, okay? They're going to get a book. They're going to get a book. This is all that speakers ever have. They have a book. Well, let me tell you something. I have an entire fitness program that you're going to have sitting on your desk when you go home. There's a different level of interaction. We've got action-taking things that make us different. And the only problem is I get one speech first day. After that, it's like, okay, how do we keep this momentum going? All right, anybody else have a question? Daryl, what's a question for me?
The question is, when I sell your $80,000 coaching program, are you going to give me one?
Well, yes, actually, you know what? For that question, yes. You know what? If honestly, truthfully, if you actually personally sold, and by the way, there is a difference to somebody who actually personally sells a program versus the group. You sell that, not only will you get a nice commission, but if that's what you want, granted. So bring the shoulders, baby. Bring the shoulders and a smile, and you're in.
There's a big check mark right there.
There you go. That works. Trust me. I have, you know what? The coaching that I do, the way I'm on people, the way I listen to the words that you use, the languaging. And Joe, you've been on the phone with us. You've seen me change people's lives with a no-diet food program. You know, how do I get people to stand there saying, in the last 6 weeks, I lost 15 pounds, no diet, and I didn't go to the gym? Don't you want to know what I did?
That's amazing.
Sell my program. So yes, the answer is yes. Heather, question.
A question that I have would be, I know Daryl and I watched 10X on live stream last year. I watched the whole thing. And I know that a lot of the other teams are, they're sharing a lot on social media and they're joining together. I know we were supposed to turn in our social media handles, but that would be a good thing that we could do for each other. And really it's promoting 10X and you.
Okay, so one of the things is that video that I just put on my Facebook page, that 10X video is very cool.
Yes, yes.
Well, but so here's my question to you. I don't really need to promote 10X. 10X is doing a great job of promoting themselves. The room is sold out. So what is it that we're promoting? Well, one, we want to promote pre-sales of SpinGym. You tell me, what is it that we want to promote?
I think we should promote your packet, talk about your packages. I think we should talk about, 10X in general, because there are a lot of people, like I'm saying, there's a lot of people that are live streaming it. There are a lot of people in, network marketing, sales and marketing that are all over this. I mean, this is really huge. I guess I don't really have a question right now, but I want to start strategizing.
Well, actually, I'm going to take you one step further. I hadn't thought about this. There's a whole world out there that he is live streaming to that we don't have technical physical access to. Okay. Have you been following that online? So we've got a terrible feedback. So now the question is, I'm actually doing another event 2 weeks after that where they are live streaming to 100,000 people. If you're live streaming to that many people, you would like to create sales, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You want to drive things to people. All right, so here's the thing. Let me ask you guys a couple of questions. Do you put a thumb up if you do? Do you use Facebook Live at the moment? Daryl? Yes? Tatiana? Facebook Live? Thumb up or no? You don't. All right. Who else am I looking at? Actually, can everybody unmute so I can kind of hear you just say yes or no? Tracy, you do.
Yes.
And no, you do. Do you do Facebook Live?
I don't.
Okay. Luke, do you do Facebook Live?
Yeah, I'll be doing one a day.
All right, well, good, because that's part of the training here. Let me tell you something. The more that you do this to build your tribe, the more you can drive your tribe anywhere that you want.
Yes.
And I do have affiliate codes for SpinGym, so maybe I need to give those out to you guys. And Tatiana, we need to talk the fact that you're not doing the way you look and who you are, smack you upside down.
No, I need to be smacked.
All right, well, I've got 3 really cute guys who'd be happy to smack you around.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? So in terms of, Heather, I'm you know what? I hadn't really got my head around that. Because right now I'm focused on being there live.
Okay.
Huh. All right, well, that does lend the idea of, one of the things that we're looking at right now, if you text the word Forbes, and you should try this, to 22828. Text Forbes to 22828. That is the beginning of what we're doing at the moment, what I've been doing. It's very unsophisticated, but it will get you at least an email, it'll get you on my list. And I would just start this conversation. What are you doing at 10X? Let me kind of noodle that around, Heather. Thank you for asking that. Luke, you have a question?
No.
Come on, think of a question for me.
Okay, what about post networking after the event? Will we still have access on the app to make a sale? Oh, absolutely. Yes, you will have an affiliate code to be able to make sales forever, because once you go through this experience, you're going to be a magnet. I mean, this could be, yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of things. That's part of what this training is about on the 20th. To understand how to maximize who you are, what you are, have this conversation, and really enroll your tribe. Let me look at, this is what I charge thousands of dollars for business-wise, to see where you guys are so you can support this. See, unfortunately, we are not a network marketing company. I wish I was. It would be a lot easier. There'd be a structure in place. I would give you a package. You go off and sell it. You know you'd make money and have a downline. I'm not doing that. So right now it's on an affiliate. You're in business only with me. Because most of my sales to this point, where I've sold 2 million of these things, have happened because I go on Home Shopping, and bam, I can sell 10,000 of them in one day. I didn't need associates. I didn't need payroll. It's been a very small, very highly profitable business. That model has now changed, and now I'm moving into my next model. So now it is about having teams, having people around us. And by the way, it's funny, I am part of a couple of network marketing companies, and I'll tell you something I don't need it.
So for a company that I belong to, a travel club that costs you $300 to join, of which you get $300 back on your trip, I just sold 6 memberships for $300 a piece. Get this, only 6. And I got myself and Joshua, say hi Joshua, a 7-day cruise on a yacht that only has 100 people on it and 100 staff.
Oh, you're going! I'm so jealous.
Tatiana, let me tell you something. I'm going, but Chuck is also going with his wife. He won a trip.
Oh my God!
She's a writer friend of mine. I enrolled her. She is going on this as well. Let me tell you
So
something.
jealous.
Well, if I truly thought about it a little bit more, this was one of the golden opportunities. But I get opportunities like this all the time. I don't want them to be just for me. So part of the joy about this whole thing is building a little bit of a team. Now, to that end, like how many models do we have firmly locked in? I've got more guys than girls, don't I? Okay, so Jesse, you're in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
Do you happen to know a super ripped, hot, sexy female model that you might think want to join this team?
I do.
Female? You said female?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few I can get in touch with.
Would you mind shooting that information over to me?
It looks like
Yeah,
about
sure.
12.
I do.
All right, Tatiana, are those girls in Los Angeles or Vegas?
Vegas.
All right, you know what? You and I need to talk. So
Yeah, totally need to talk.
give me your number really quick.
323-633-3446.
Okay, I've got amazing men. And has everybody met Joshua, by the way? Joshua is my man. Hey, say hi, Joshua.
Hi,
Yeah.
Josh.
So you just get to go on the cruise. Nice to know.
What's up, Jeff?
But I've got some super sexy guys. I need a couple more women because most of the people in the audience are men. And actually, the irony is I think most of the guys will want to go up to you guys because you're who they want to be. You're who they wish they could be. And I'm sure guys walk up to you all the time and go, hey, I used to look like you. Yeah, okay. But my girls who look like Tracy and who look like Heather and Tatiana are going to certainly attract a fair amount of attention. What I love about you girls is that you're not bimbos. You're a team of very athletic, very smart, business-minded. So that to me is what this team is about, and that's what you're going to project and portray. There's nobody who's just a dumb jock here. Got it?
Yeah.
So Jesse, I'll take a couple of referrals. Jesse, do you have any questions?
My main one was just getting the exact time frame that we'll need to be there for each of the days. That way I can clear all my schedule and clients for those days.
Okay. So the biggest day for me, and I'm going to say the day is going to start probably at 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe even a little earlier, on the 22nd.
22nd?
So that, I need everybody there because we're going to scope out the venue, see how it works. The show starts, or registration starts at 8:30. We can start selling as soon as we get there. Trust me. You walk through the lobby looking the way you look. I can close 100 sales. So, I go on at 10 o'clock for an hour. That will be a super crazy frenzy time. That will be fucking nuts because I know what I do to a crowd, and it's going to be interesting, and we're going to strategize about this on the 20th. A bunch of scenarios, kind of like a fire drill scenario. What happens if? One of the things that I imagine happening on that time, about 10 to about 12 that day, is maybe having all of you guys up there to manage. Imagine if I said, look, I'll take a picture with you guys. I'm only here for the next 2 hours. That means there's a wild line of people. Well, while people are online, what are we upselling them? How are we SpinGymming? How are we taking photos with them? Because a lot of part of the value of all of this, a sale is great, but a social media post for them might be greater. A video of them. It's a little challenging because it's not like I have access to get endless people. I'm still trying to work on this. I don't know how many people I can sneak in to do this, but I would, in my ideal world, have a social media person with each one of you the entire time. Somebody who's taking pictures of you and posting them immediately, taking video of you and posting that or giving that back to me. Because after the event, that's the most valuable footage that I can have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So be thinking, especially for you guys who live in Vegas. So, Josh and Tatiana, if you've got some friends, I'm going to see if I can't sneak in a couple of people to literally be your sidekick, because that is what I want to have. I need the photos. I need the video. That is almost more valuable than making a SpinGym sale to me.
Daryl and I had planned on bringing somebody with us.
Okay. So now the interesting thing is, can we get them in?
Yeah.
So it's going to be challenging. You know what? And the answer is I don't know. I asked them for 30 passes. They gave me 8. I'm working on it. But then, I'm also the kind of person between my sister and I, we didn't grow up with any money, so we have this thing where we never pay for a movie. I've been sneaking into movies my whole life.
The actress of all people.
You know what? We'd do well. They're going to run my philosophy when I was growing up is they're going to run the movie whether I'm sitting in the seat or not. But the conversation is, you walk in with 2 badges, you walk in with 2 people, you walk out with 2 badges. We'll see how this works. Bear with me, because it's not like I'm trying to do anything behind their backs. They're only so willing to work with me because they can only get their head around what we're doing so much. Right now, the team that's doing 10X is so stressed and they have 8,000, they've never had this many people. That's 3 times as many people as they've ever had. Grant paid $4 million for the venue. He's got Flow Ride. It's all kind of crazy things. Then the other question is how late and what's happening afterwards. Here's an interesting conversation. Here's where you guys get to be as helpful as possible. If they fall in love with our team, do we get to go as a team to the VIP dinner? I don't know. At the moment, I know I have a speaker pass and a guest pass. So 1, I have my 15-year-old daughter with me, and 2, I have my fiance with me. I might want to take 1 or 2. I'm trying to get them both to do things. They're very challenging. So just work with me and know that my whole concept is the greater good is to treat you guys as well as possible, is to make sure that we have gotten, and here's another thing, because of our team, is to make sure that we've got food. We have to seriously be thinking about how do we do this in the Mandalay Bay? How do we have access to the food that we need? Josh, I hadn't thought about it, but we're going to need a cooler at our station because we all eat, and we don't eat fucking hot dogs and hamburgers. I put water bottles in this thing for us, and access to water, and we only have 6 feet, but that's also 6 feet to put all the SpinGyms in. I asked the team yesterday, it's like, we have no storage available for you guys, except what's under your table. I'm like, you guys are kidding me, right? But they're not thinking like a convention has all that space, because they're not thinking that way. These guys are speakers. They're not selling anything but a book. They don't have a team of 10 people running around. So I'm left to my own devices. I get to Las Vegas on the 16th. I'm speaking for those 2 days. And so I'm figuring it out, but I'm open to you guys. And feel free to text Chuck or email Chuck if you've got a thought, a question, a suggestion. Because I can only think of so much. I've thought of a lot. We've got cute T-shirts, we've got cute hats, we've got cute messenger bags, we've got water bottles, we've got SpinGyms, we've got flat. Oh my God, I'm not this kind of person. My head's ready to explode, and I physically designed all of that over the weekend. Okay.
Is Chuck going to be there in Vegas 2 days earlier with you?
Chuck will be there on the 19th.
Okay.
But myself and Joshua and my photographer will be there on the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Okay.
We're at the house all day on the 19th. So for me, it is all about continuing to strategize, making sure. One of the big problems I have, this is interesting, is a thing called merchant processing. All of a sudden, if you've got $2 million in sales, the credit card companies will shut you down.
Yes.
So I'm spending a lot of my time and energy making sure that that's happening. Anything else? Tracy Lynn. I'm sorry, Luke, go ahead.
Couple things. Could we maybe do like a Facebook group so we can all communicate easily together? That would be very helpful.
Yeah.
I will have I assume a lot of people from my network training at the Mandalay Bay. I could maybe reach out to one and be like, hey, for $100, can we backstock in your room for a night? And,
yes.
If they trust me to have access to it, something like that. And then third, are you still doing a kickback to the shooting foundation through SpinGym?
Yes, very much so.
How much is that going to be?
No, actually, the charity that I was working with just stopped taking contributions as of January 31st. So Chuck and I have we've identified another charity.
Okay.
Because that is how my whole presentation starts.
Sure.
That is what I'm doing. That's part of why I'm there.
I think that's a huge piece of. I was at Thrive too, so I think that's a huge piece of this. That is honestly every person, whether they're ever going to actually use a SpinGym, could buy under that idea of they're helping that cause is huge.
So
the company that I'm
sorry, Chuck.
I was going to say the company that I'm talking to right now is called the National Compassion Fund, and they actually were sponsored by CNN, and that's kind of what attracted me to them. So they're dealing specifically in Las Vegas with the shooting victims.
Okay. Cool.
So, you know, one of the things that I'm going to start with, because the truth is I've actually been in the hospital because of all this. I had shingles. My little post-traumatic stress has been taking its toll on me, and I wasn't down on the ground. I've met people who watched people blown away right next to them, and that's, you know, you look in their eyes and they're still a little vacant. I have my own issues, and a couple of my friends who are in the foundation room with us for those 11 hours will be in this space. And I will tell you something. To me, the irony is not lost that we're back in the Mandalay Bay. And I know Grant doesn't actually want me to focus on this at all, but I have to because I was there.
Sure.
You know, the footage is on my iPhone of what happened with the shooter on one side and the concert on the other side. So I am going to take every SpinGym that we do sell, and I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say a percentage of the sales because it's hard to nail the exact number down. But a percentage of every sale that we do goes to this fund. And so, yes, you want to buy one for you, for a friend. You know, you have a limit. You can buy 50 of them for your office. I suggest that you do that because my bigger goal here is, can I write a $100,000 check on Sunday night to the Compassion Fund? And I'm also looking for somebody in our audience who wants to match whatever we raise. How nice would it be at the end of this to know that we are doing something for a greater good for people who continue to suffer and that. So I'm going to take probably 3 or 4 minutes out of my entire speech and say, look, when you see my beautiful team SpinGym, make sure that you stop in and get yours. It would be such a shame. And take it for granted that we're still alive and happy and thriving, literally, while people are not. We have a moment to do something about it to help. Let's read. So you're right. That could blow up everything.
Cool. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. It's definitely a little challenging to even talk about. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't in the Mandalay Bay, but I was there for Thrive that weekend, and it was intense.
Let me tell you something. The deal is and Grant thinks he pursued me. We were at the foundation room having a meeting at 9:45. Grant Cardone, Kevin Harrington, my friend, and a couple of other my close friends said, hey, we're going to go play poker. Joshua and I decided to walk out to the balcony to take pictures. 1 minute later, we start hearing pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
So not only were eyewitnesses, but we were part of that entire, you know, it was very hard. It's been very hard. So thank you. And don't want to dwell on it, but I got to tell you, we're back in the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can go upstairs or not. I don't think I can. So anyway. All right, Miss Tracy Lynn, talk to me.
Okay, let me know how I can help promote it on my show, and we can promote selling your packages and the SpinGyms. Maybe we can get the whole team on and Skype in to my show anytime before the event. And then I'll talk to Bruce Cardenas with Quest Nutrition, who's my sponsor.
Bruce is one of my oldest friends, baby girl.
Yeah, well, we'll get him to sponsor us with food and protein bars and stuff.
You know what? I wonder how big Bruce would want to do for us. Bruce does amazing. I actually lost him. Do me a favor. Why don't you call Bruce and see if we can do a conference call?
Okay.
Because one, I know he'd probably love to sponsor the team, but how much would he like to be part of, you know, I don't know, what's in the bag?
Yeah, he'll want to be part of it. Trust me. Yeah, I'll talk to him today. So we'll do that.
Girl. All right. I also have a radio show. What are you guys doing? So I have a radio show live today. It's on Wednesdays between 3 and 4 o'clock Eastern time. If you are available, I was actually focusing on some of my celebrity actor friends, so it should be a very well listened to show on the struggle in Hollywood and what it takes to make it. Maybe I say at 3:30 my time. If you guys are up for it, let me give you the call-in number. Chuck, can you give them the call-in number right now? Can you find that? Just call in, just break into my show, and let's just talk about what's going on. It's a great idea.
Okay.
And then we'll do that Wednesday before the Thursday live as well from the mansion.
Nice.
All right, I love that.
We can do my show live on that Wednesday.
Excellent. So
Chuck, hey, Forbes, quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry, quick question. Are we going to be doing a specific exercise? I know we're going to be training on the 20th, but is it going to be focused? I mean, what exercise do you want us to be doing in order to sell the SpinGyms when we're out there?
Oh, you're going to love it.
Is there one specific one?
So Chuck, here's what I want you to do. I want you to enroll everybody and go to fitwithforbes.com. Everybody go to fitwithforbes.com. Check out the videos there. You'll see the how to wind. I have a how to sell SpinGym video. Sell SpinGym in 90 seconds. And this is what we're just going to do on the 20th. It's so much easier to do it in person. Trust me.
Okay.
SpinGym in 90 seconds. 90% of the people who touch it want one. The biggest thing about SpinGym that you want to show people, and Lou, this is kind of for you because you've never touched one, is that when you pull on it, nothing happens. Really, really important. Nothing happens. I make a very terrible joke. The reason we have a hard time is the instructions say that you have to hold your hands 6 inches apart. You men lied to us. You said this was 6 inches. It's not. You wind it up right here, away from your face if you like your teeth. And all you have to do is keep it. You don't want to be for victim. You give it a tug and release. Now here's the problem. People will tug it, nothing happens because they have no core strength. So you do it again. Give it a tug and release, next thing you know you're SpinGymming. And when they see your muscles firing and they feel their muscles firing, every one of you should have a crowd around you. This is why I almost need to have a second person, because there's a bit of cake. And this is what I haven't really thought about. How many SpinGyms can you put in this bag? You guys walk around with a 20-pound bag. You know, my station there is going to have a way to keep refilling SpinGyms. But every time you do it, especially if there's a break, you're going to have a crowd of 50 people around you. Holy shit. That, you know, so maybe I have to have you guys in teams of 2 for a little while. I don't know. I'm trying to play every scenario in my head. I just did an event with about 150 people. I couldn't move in the crowd. Everybody wanted a photo. Everybody wanted a SpinGym, and that's all they wanted. You're like, okay, multiply that by 100. Wow. Yeah. So I want us to truly be prepared and go, well, shit, if that does happen, what is it that we need? You know, Luke, one of my thoughts for you and Joshua is that maybe because if we couldn't get people into the arena area, you know, there's a seating area, then there's the arena cell area with the food concessions, but then I'm assuming there's a door out to a hotel. So partly what I might have to do is to have staging people literally start packing, you know, things outside of there and have a crew of people. I have a whole bunch of volunteers, I'm sure, of all the people that I know in Vegas. If that's that kind of a frenzy, we're like, oh my God, you're moving 20 SpinGyms in 5 minutes. And if that happens, I mean, there's only 10 of us. That means you have, you know, there's 800 people per person. I know, I'm a big picture, best case scenario, but I know what happens when I do it anyway. And the more well-versed you are, and because you guys are so beautiful, everyone wants a pic. I mean, Joshua just walks out to the strip and people just want a picture with him. I'm sure that happens to all of you. You know, they'll be walking out going, oh my God, I want you. I mean, look at Tracy's arms, look at Heather's arms, look at, you guys are fucking gorgeous. You don't look like anybody there. How cool is that? So I just want you to keep thinking about, wow, what does that look like? What do we need to be thinking to make this amazing? By the way, we're packing 5,000 SpinGyms right now. Oh my God. Yes.
What if there was a purchase on the app and then a separate pickup location, like at the table?
Yes, that is what we are focused on right now, is that you can purchase it on your phone, because I don't want anyone leaving their seat. And you come up and you show the receipt to our team. Yes.
Okay, because that would solve the inventory issue.
Yeah, I mean, it may be. Like I said, if it has to be outside the walls, it might make things easier, because I only have a 6-foot space.
Right. Plus, that brings people back to your table to learn more information on those higher packages. They're forced to come back.
I love you right now.
Well, I like that.
It's so funny. So one of my fans, one of my 10X fans, she just wrote this. Look, she's like, oh my God, my package just came. I love it. She's like, look what I got today. I'll be happy to be in Vegas. I mean, I should be rocking my Vegas. People need their packages now. If you want great, sexy arms, you really want to order now. And by the way, if you order now, maybe I throw in a free permission card. Maybe I need to run a promotion. All right, let me start. I'm going to start a Facebook Live. Do we want it a closed group, Luke, or do we want an open group?
I would think you would just do it closed as for the people in this group, right?
Yeah.
I also posted the phone number to the in the chat. There's the phone number to the radio show. And for anyone in the Pacific time zone, it'd be 12:30 if you're available to call in.
So on a best case scenario, let me do a crazy number for you guys. So let's assume I sold at my $1,000 package, and I sold 2,000 of them. That's 1/4 of the room, which I could probably do given, and these guys are primed to buy. This is not your typical audience. They're 10X fanatics. 2,000 in the 3 days that we're there at $1,000 a piece. That is $2 million, not including SpinGym sales. So $2 million, what is 10% of $2 million? It's 200,000.
Come on, math.
Okay. Zero. Okay, but you look cute, so we don't have to do math. So that is $200,000. Okay. No, 20,000. I'm sorry, $20,000. 20. So 20 divided by 10 is that the $2,000 a piece? Is that how that works? No.
No, 10% of 2 million is 200,000.
Thank you. I knew it was a bigger thing. Mary, hang on a second. I got discount mugs on the phone. Don't go away. Oh, shit. All right, so I'm saying it's $200,000. So Luke, you suck at math, but I'm going to write you a smaller check now. 200,000 divided by 10 is $20,000 a person. Can you imagine making $20,000 plus the SpinGym sales, maybe $25,000 in 3 days' work? Okay?
Yeah.
That's what's at stake here. That's what we could create, and the only way to create it is us creating it. Is us creating this buzz, being on our, and I also, I know you guys, as athletes, I'm the kind of person, I know Joshua is, and I'm assuming all of you are as well, but you wind me up at 7 in the morning and you have to kick me down at 10 p.m. because I'm so tired and we're so moving. But that is the whole point of this. How big could we make this? And there is so much at stake. For us to process $2 million worth of product, to give $25,000 to each of you guys, that would make the entire year. It would make my entire year that I set out to do this and I changed our lives. Yeah?
Yeah.
So there you go. And the other thing too is that, by the way, it's not the only time I get to do it. I've got another huge convention coming up in March 24th and 25th. I'm also a keynote speaker in front of 10,000 people. All right. This particular event, though, is different because these people are there for one guy, one concept. They're 10xing their business. We will never be in a room quite as focused unless it was a network marketing thing, and then we have no effect on them anyway. But this is the coolest room to be in. They're not scattered. They're not being sold a lot of crazy things. And we could really create a whole movement here.
Yes. Yeah. I have a question, Forbes. I have a question. Is the first half of this call going to be recorded? Because I was driving and trying to get my audio to work, so I missed the first half.
Chuck, did you record it? I think you did.
Oh, fabulous. I just want to be able to, I missed a lot.
That's okay. We're getting very good at our recording our calls. I'm going to give you a quick call anyway about some girls in Vegas. But so
and then I used to live in Vegas, and I know you guys, you have contacts and connections, and I know everyone on this call has connections, but if you need anything, I have a huge connections.
Anything like that.
Robin Leach, I don't know if you want to be interviewed with him if he's doing well. He was in the hospital last time, but he's a really good personal friend. So just, I think getting out in the community in Vegas and getting the buzz even before it starts.
Yeah, so Tatiana, I'll throw that back to you. How amazing. I've got this thing called Team SpinGym, and we are using health and fitness promotion to give back to people who were injured in Vegas because one of our team leaders in this organization was an eyewitness. You know, I've been covered in the Las Vegas papers. If you Google my name in Vegas, you'll see that I was on the news all over the world. It is not a joke for me. It is not something that I'm using. It's something I'm having a very hard time regularly getting over. And so being able to give back to some victims, like I said, when you look at some of the people's faces, I've got 2 girls in a sorority there who will never, ever, I don't know what they're going to do. You know, it's bad enough when guys come back from the war and they've seen too much, but they were going to a country music concert. So for mental health, for physical rehab, there's people who've been really severely injured. This is a fund that just gets to give back. I just need to give back something. So if you have connections to local newspapers, to the news, we can take the entire team there in our cute little shirts and talk about Team SpinGym. Absolutely.
Okay, so what you just said, are you going to have that available? Exactly what you just said, that promo?
Chuck will be transcribing that in any minute now.
Perfect. You said it so good and it's perfect. I want to use exactly what you just said. I want to plagiarize.
Yeah, so in fact, I need to make I may have to put some makeup on and make a video. All right, Joshua, do you have any questions? Do those shorts look cute for the yacht trip?
I am recording this, and as soon as I get it uploaded, I'll send it out to everyone just so that you can review whatever part you want to do.
Hey, Joshua, do you have any questions or anything you want to add to this?
No, I need a pack.
He just wants to know how many pairs of shorts to bring.
It's okay if you leave your underwear at home. Heather, you're on board. Tracy, Tatiana, you know, I apologize because I am a huge dreamer. I am a visionary. I don't run companies very well because I don't have patience for that. So one of the things that I love talking to you guys about is that I also know that you are leaders, that you're loners, you're excellent, and that is who I am. That is who Joshua is. But when it comes to organization and all this, bear with me, because if I were good at it, I would be a network marketing company right now, and we're not. So I'm working on it.
You're doing a fabulous job.
Amazing.
You.
Yeah, you're doing.
Well, I will tell you what. I lead with my heart, and here's what you guys are going to see. You're going to see the most amazing female speaker you have ever seen. I guarantee that. I guarantee there's something that's going to happen in that room that no one's ever seen. I make people cry. I get them in touch with their heart, their passion, their focus. And all we need to then do is just keep that going and serve those people like they've never been served before. They have never seen anything. You know, when I look at fitness people, I see self-centered, beautiful bodies, or at least that's what most people imagine you to be. We're going to prove them wrong. We're going to prove that we have insane heart, insane talent, insane commitment, and that we're also very business. You can be business-minded and look beautiful all at the same time. Yes?
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good. So, Luke, to that end, I'm going to go create a group right now. Stay in touch with the group. Feel free to post things. Feel free to, you know what? Here's the thing. Why wouldn't you guys want to 10x your social media?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about a little bit Facebook Live, but start posting. Like, hey, you know what, guys? I am part of Team SpinGym. It is an elite group of athletes who are business-minded, success-oriented, heart-driven people. This is a team that you've never seen before. This is a team that does not compete with each other, but competes for the greater good. I want you to lie, cheat, and steal. I want you to lie awake thinking how many amazing things that we can do. I want you to keep time and say, I'm going to look great and be amazing. And I want you to steal everybody's heart in that room so when they leave, they know they've been touched by us. Got it?
Got it. Nice.
Yes.
You got it.
Yeah. I like it.
All right. On that note, Jesse, you need to reach out to Mary right now. Give her a call. I can't believe that my Luke is not on this call. You're going to love this crazy little guy with a very thick accent. He's kind of a swirly little guy. He's going to feed us really well. And no, he does. Trust me. He's awesome. Just awesome. So I'm excited. Mwah, to that end, anything last minute thoughts?
Go Team SpinGym!
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a rocking day. Be safe and stay in touch with Chuck. But Tatiana, I'm going to call you right now. I'll see you guys.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Bye.
Forbes.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.